All right. Happy Friday, everyone. We're almost into the week. Figure I'd get one more video in. So, what I'm looking to do today is do a quick setup for supporting progressive web app technologies. Basically, it's going to let CRMmy's mobile website work well on mobile. So there's a few things that it gives us. Primarily, a better interface. It loses the toolbars and stuff, which is going to be great. Yeah, so I haven't actually really worked with this too much. I did a really quick check to see what's going on, but yeah, let me. So the way that this used to be set up required adding some extra meta tags for iOS specifically, with kind of things that are gone in recent years. They actually use a manifest to do that. So let me switch my screens around. All right. So if we go to web.dev/learn/PWA/web app manifest, that's where we're going to be kind of looking for the documentation primarily. So we're going to need to add a manifest to the site itself. So if we come into here, so I was playing around with seeing how this all works, and we can actually get rid of these. This is how you supported it on older versions. So we have app.webmanifest, which is kind of the recommended starting place. I don't know if that's going to serve properly, so we're going to try that. So this will be app.webmanifest. And here, so let's take a look. Name, my first application. So this here is what's going to show up. This is like its full proper name. So we'll say CRMmy, your CRM. We got to add more. So let's go on. Yeah, short name. That's what I was looking for. So the short name on this is actually just going to be CRMmy. And we'll just save that for now. So I'm going to be debugging this or checking this out in Chrome just because it has some tools available. So if we reload, so it's singing manifest. That's great. Start URL is not valid. So the start URL is where does this manifest? Well, so step back. We can put an ID in here. So let's just say we were serving these up actually as a Rails endpoint where we actually were doing different stuff. So you can maybe have like an admin and a non-admin or something like that. You could actually be serving multiple things. And so if you had something like admin, then you could go and have the same web app, and it serves with start URL of /admin. But we don't need to do that. So we're just going to leave that out. We're going to say we're going to start at /. We need to have a display. So this here is where we actually want to do the standalone. I'm actually going to do for demo purposes. We need an icon. And so for the icons, we have source type sizes. I'm just going to do one for now. Wow, I cannot type today. 512 by 512. That image doesn't exist anywhere, so let's just create, blow that up, and So I'm just gonna get this, throw it into Pixelmator. I probably should have pre-made this, but whatever. So there's my beautiful icon. Eesh. So we're gonna make this, what's the camera size on this already? Yeah, so let's make this 512. Oh, let's make the image size 512. And let's crop this to be 512. And let's export this as a PNG as 512.ping. That should be good. So we have our beautiful, beautiful icon now. So let's hop back over. And it's saying we don't have a service worker, which we don't need, so that's fine. We can actually do... Let's see what this does. Woohoo, beautiful green. All right. Oh, I'm actually gonna remove that. I don't know. I don't need that really. I haven't had a theme color yet, so. All right. I think that's set up. So let's now. So I've got an iPhone simulator, and let's come in here and delete that. Yep, delete it. Okay. So I'm just loading up the local dev server, and if I come in here, I can go add to home screen. It's picking up the short name, and it's making it start address is correct. And if I launch this, we're now getting this without any toolbars on it. Perfect. And that works. Now, because we're using Turbo already, it means all of our internal navigation is, I think, going to be fine. Well, I'm doing something wrong there. But I don't think that has anything to do with this. Overall, looks like things are running pretty reasonably. Layout obviously can be improved, but that's working, so that's good. All right, well, I think that works. I was expecting I was going to need to do a lot more work to get things up and running. That's a good starting spot. Some of these screens definitely need layout help. This is feeling maybe a little bit cramped. Let's see if this is working properly here. Yes, good. All right, so that works. Yeah, overall, I think that's a reasonable starting spot. I thought this was going to take a little bit longer. Turns out. So that's all we really need to do. We can come back into that base and get rid of all these icons, because that's just garbage. All right, let me actually pull up my to-do list, and maybe we'll just tackle one more thing. All right, iPhone mode. Yep, check. Oh, well, that's one that's good. Markdown improvements. So let's pull up and do a quick thing on Markdown. So if I come in here to Joe and make a new note and go This is H1. This is H2. Italic. Bold. Bold. Underline. Strike through. I think that's the major components. All right, so we're not getting the strike through, and the underline is coming in as italic. So that's actually easy enough to fix. If we go into my markdown, in here we want to do what was it? Underscore true. Underline. And that's not working. Why are you not working? Underline in person. This is markdown.render. So that's gonna be on here then. Hey, there we go. Oh, even better. All right, that's great. Might want to do fences or tables. Definitely going to want fence code blocks just for myself. Strike through, superscript. I like the idea of superscripts. All right. Let's see what that looks like. So if we come in and edit, foo, bar, what's I add? Fence code blocks. All right, foo bar, not a bad starting spot. All right, so that there I think is actually good enough to stop there for that. And so the one other thing that I really want to be able to do in here is to do GitHub style to-do lists. Something like that, which doesn't give us that. All right, so I actually was looking through GitHub flavored markdown to do GitHub like to-do lists. So they recommended in here So he put in a gist. Nope, that's not what I was looking. GitHub flavor markdown. There we go. This is what it is. So in here, they recommended doing the list callback, list item callback. So red carpet render HTML. Renderer, red carpet render HTML. So we'll just do this here. And that should not change anything. All right. And here, we want to be tying into the list item. And that's going to receive text and then the list item. And I'm just going to make this blow up and see what that looks like. Perfect. So text is the line of text, good. And the list item is, okay, so it's a, oh, list type. I just do x equals super in here, just to see what the super actually spits out. Interesting. Red carpet renderer HTML. I'm just trying to see what that should be doing. The render value is nil. The block will be skipped. Make sure your render has at least a paragraph method. The method for a document is not implemented. The block will be skipped. Okay. I'm just trying to see what this should be spitting out, that's all. Lib, red carpet. Okay. Red carpet renderer HTML. Where is this pulling this from? Wonder if it's Well, let's just do this. So I'm going to have this spit out AB text CD. And we can get rid of that garbage. Okay, so actually let's do this from over here. Can I access that easily? Control C. My markdown dot render markdown. All right, so it's UL new line, and then it's literally just spinning out whatever I put into there. Okay, so cool. So this is where I can use the stuff that they had put into here. All right, so this is looking for something we're going to want to do a little bit different. All right, so where this is looking for a dash space, we don't need that. So they're looking for a bracket with a optional X or space and bracket. Yep. So what are you doing here? Checkbox regex. Do this stuff. All right, so that's assigning that to that. So that's that, that's that. Okay. It's weird that it's okay, so it's replacing it. So in here, we really just want this to be input type equals checkbox checked if checked followed by the text. I think that's really what we're going for. And we want to wrap that in an LI. All right, so we've got LI, input type checkbox, not checked. And it's going to be the list, but we want to remove so we've got a list, and it's spitting out. Okay, so we want to replace just the regex with the input checkbox checked if checked, and then we're actually going to print out. So if we do that, that's going to be putting out the input type checkbox with the list, which is close. So now we just do li text and li. Actually, let's do a quick new line and then a star space item 2. All right, so this gives us ul new line li item 2 li. So that's close. Let's try that again without that li. All right, so why does this care about the all right, I don't know if I like how this is working. It's okay. So what we're doing here is it's checking inside of it multiple times. I don't really care about doing that. So what I want to do is, if this starts off with this regex, then we're going to replace that regex with, so it's checked, then why are we recursively going into there? Okay, forget it. What we're going to do is we're going to look for a bracket, anything, some white space, which is optional, followed by everything else. And I've actually I haven't really done the G sub with index. Because I don't think I care about that. I'm gonna have to play with this a little bit. But the idea behind this basically is that we are going to go on to get, we're going to want to get split this off. Yeah, so well, this part got really bad. Maybe it's a bit late on a Friday to get into this. Okay, so the idea behind this is that I want to grab that, do a string substitution. So I'm going to replace that checkbox, the square brackets there, with a checkbox. So with that, see, I don't know what this is doing. That's, I think, what it is. Let me check the docs on Ruby G sub regex. What are you doing? This. All right, block. Okay. But I want to get, why is that not passing me in the groups? That's what I'm looking for. G sub string, there we go. This is what I need. Not what I need. Ruby doc. I'm gonna go play with this. I haven't used the regexes like this very much, so you're just looking at me trying to learn regexes. But yeah, so well, I'm just on the edge of the cusp of what this is. So, yeah, I just don't know why I'm not getting these. So I should be getting this passed in. I should be getting these two groups, because then what I can basically just do is say, it's checked off. So if it matches at all, then I wanted to have checked as true, which this should be pretty close to matching that. And then, but yeah, I should be, I'm not sure why I'm not getting the, unless this is being funky on me. Yeah. Because I actually want the regex, the actual full match information for it. So match, so match 1. So checked if matched 1 is equal to X. Oh, there we go. If we do that, that works. And if we do new line, something else, this gives us type checkbox not checked, type checkbox checked, and if we put in a final one, then this blows away the entire text. So that is close. It's just going to remove all of the non-checkbox links. Let's see. Yeah, list done. How about the other things? So if I edit this, more other, yeah, that more and other are just bullet points. We've nuked away our text. So we can put here checkbox is equal to match to current match checked. Put in that, get rid of that, and in here we can just do so that gives us our checkbox. We actually probably want those to be disabled. Not that we can click on it because the editing the fields is the option, but so that's why we're doing a G sub to replace it. But I actually want a full match, so I have to play with that a little bit. But there we go. That's pretty close to working. And now we have our GitHub style. We can put in the checkboxes into our document. All right, well, I think I could call it there. So this was a lot longer than I was expecting, turns out. But take care and have a great weekend.